Good morning. So in the last sessions, we have seen the concept of pointers and structures. In this session, we will see how to apply increment and decrement operators on arrays and pointers. Okay. So it's like, the way the data stores in the memory, we need to learn that concept very in depth with respect to arrays and with respect to pointers also. So in this session, I'll take a coding examples wherein we will check each and every operator or increment and decrement operators on arrays. So let us see here. So I'm executing these programs on online compiler. Let integer a be an integer, and I'm giving values like 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 and 90. And I'm taking a pointer p. Before we get into pointers, we'll deal with arrays, and later on we'll see about pointers. And in a variable I, comma, say your answer is another variable. Okay. Now I'm printing the values %d, comma, answer, and let I starts from 0. Answer equal to a of I. This is very simple one, right? A of I. And we will see the status of array also. For I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. I comma a of I. So this statement will print index and element at that particular index. Okay, we will see examples at this case, different examples. So the output is answer a of I is 5. I'll print answer here. Answer equal percentage d, and this is a of present I value. Okay. So answer is 5, a of I is 5, because I value is 0, array at 0th location is 5. Okay, this is a very starting example. Now what will the value of a of I plus plus? Index plus plus, and that also post increment. You know about this increment and decrement operators, right? In the unit number 1, you might have learned the operators. In that operators, increment and decrement operators, right? So post increment. So remember this rhyming word, post last. Post means last. Among all the operators, at last the operation will be done on post increment or post decrement operators. Post ante last. Okay. Pre అన్నిటికంటే ముందు, పోస్ట్ అన్నిటికంటే లాస్ట్, అట్లా రిమెంబర్ చేసుకోండి. ఓకే, సో హియర్ ఏ ఆఫ్ ఐ వాల్యూ విల్ బి అసైన్ టు ఆన్సర్ వేరియబుల్, అండ్ దెన్ ఐ గెట్స్ ఇంక్రిమెంటెడ్. ఓకే, సో నౌ ఆన్సర్ విల్ బి 5 and a of I value will be 10, because I gets incremented after assigning a of I value. What is I value? 0. A of 0, 5. 5 will be assigned to answer, and then I gets incremented. I gets incremented from 0 to 1. Okay, so a of 1, 10, answer is 5. See here. So answer is 5, and a of 1 is a of I is 10, and there is no change in array. Is there any change in array? No. At 0th location it is 5, first location 10, second location 20, third location 30, so on. 9th location it is 90. Now pre-increment index a of plus plus I. Now first I gets incremented. First pre అన్నిటికంటే ముందు Okay, first I gets incremented, means 0 to 1. A of 1, what is present in A of 1? 10. 10 will be assigned to answer. So answer is 10 and A of I value will also be 10. So see, answer is 10 and A of I value is also 10. So the difference between the previous example and this example, in previous example value is assigned to answer and later index got incremented post. In this example, first index got incremented from 0th location to first location. From there, value, 10 has been assigned to answer. Okay. So next we will see one more example. A of I plus plus. Previously A of I plus plus. Now A of I plus plus. Okay. Here A of I value is 5 and that 5 is assigned to answer. 5 is assigned to answer and I is not incremented. A of I value has been incremented. Okay. Now you can observe the change in array elements. Okay. Answer is 5. A of I is 6. Okay. See, answer is 5. A of I value is 6. You can see here 0th element. Previously it is 5. As a starting assignment, 0th element is 5. Now 0th element has been incremented to 6 because this is like A of I, that is 5 is assigned to answer, and then that 0th location value has been incremented to 1 or incremented by 1. Okay, like 5 becomes 6. So A of I is 6. Now what is this answer? Plus plus A of I. So A of I value is 0. A of 0, 5. 5 gets incremented by 1, that is 6. 6 is assigned to answer because pre అన్నిటికంటే ముందు అసైన్మెంట్ ఆపరేషన్ కంటే ముందు. ఓకే, 6 is assigned to answer. Now answer is 6 and A of I is also 6. Okay, answer is 6, A of I also 6. So seems like all these operations are similar, but it is giving you different answers because you need to know what is happening behind the, what is happening inside the memory, how the elements are stored in the memory, how it is being accessed, what is the difference between post increment and pre increment. Post అన్నిటికంటే లాస్ట్, pre అన్నిటికంటే ముందు. This is how you need to analyze the problem and get the solutions, because all these questions will be asked in multiple choice questions wherein the answers will be 5, 6, 6, 6, 10, very near answers. If you get confused or you perform a wrong calculation, it leads to wrong answers. Okay, especially in competitive exams or multiple choice questions. So we will see this one. Plus plus A of I plus plus, or for a better understanding, index is being incremented and A of I is also being incremented. 2 plus plus operations. Okay, see the answer. So here A of I, as I said, post and it kante last. A of I 5 is assigned to answer. Later on that 5 is incremented by 1. So see here, answer is 5, but A of 0th location is 6. Again, index has not been incremented. Okay, A of I is 5 is assigned to answer. After assigning 5 value to answer, then A of 0th location got incremented to 6, and later on I got incremented. Okay, now I is 1. From I value 0 to I value 1. So A of latest I value is at 10th location. I is 1. Okay, so here 2 increment operations. Okay, index increment అవుతుంది, index లో ఉన్న value కూడా increase అవుతుంది. Now guess this answer. Plus plus A of I plus plus. So plus plus is pre increment, here plus plus is post అన్నిటికంటే last. Okay, now A of I 5 plus plus 6 is assigned to answer. So answer is 6, and then index got incremented from 0 to 1. Okay, so answer is 6 and 10. A of I is 10. Answer is 6, A of I equal to 10. Even in array it got changed to 6. Okay, Now we'll see this one. Both are pre. A of ith location is pre-incremented and index is also pre-incremented. So what happens now? First, index gets incremented by 1, that is 0 to 1. So A of first location, that is 10. And that 10 gets incremented by 1, plus 11. So answer is 11. Okay. See, answer is 11. And A of first location is also 11. And see here, first location got incremented by 1. Okay, this is the status of array. And okay. Now guess this answer. Last case, plus. So index is pre-incremented, value is post-incremented. So A of first index gets incremented, pre, annitikante mundu, plus I, 0 to 1. Okay, A of 1. What is A of 1 value? 10. Answer is 10. 10 is assigned to answer, and later on 10 gets incremented by 1, 11. So answer is 10. A of I is 11. See, answer is 10. A of I is 11. Okay. So I have changed this question for four different combinations, right? Every combination is giving you different answer. If you don't know how the combination works, you will choose a wrong answer. Okay. So practice the same questions for decrement operators also. Okay. Next we will see this concept with respect to pointers. Okay. Now I am taking a pointer, say star p. If necessary, I'll explain the same with the diagram also. So P is giving reference to A by storing its base address P equal to A. A means base address of the array. I am giving that base address to P. We have seen all these things in the previous sessions, right? Now I'm printing, now I'm performing an operation like answer equal to star P. What is star P? Or what is P? P is pointing to starting address of the array. By this time, you should be able to say the answers without drawing any diagrams. P equal to starting address of the array. Star P, data at starting address of the array, 5. So answer is 5. And star P answer is also 5. I am assigning that answer. Answer P semicolon. So answer is 5. Sorry, this is star P. Printf statement and okay. Answer is 5. Star P is also 5. Now, what is this answer? Star P plus. So P is an operand, star is an operator, dereference operator, plus is a increment operator. Okay. And as you know, unary operator has got highest priority. Here, star is a unary operator, plus is also a unary operator. So, which operation will get executed first, whether it is star P or P++? Okay. So, priority is unary operator, and that too, the operator that is present to the left of the operand, not right. The operator that is present on the left of the operand gets executed first. Left will be given highest priority here. When there are more number of operators working on the single operand, more number of operators are being implemented on single operand, then the priority is always for the left side of the operand, the operator that is present on the left side of the operand. So here star P pointer like elements in the array. This is 0th element, first element, second element, so on. 9th element. Zeroth element is 5, 10, and second element is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. Okay, now P is a pointer. let this address be 2000 and this is 2002, so on. 2018 are the base address of the array is 2000, and I'm assigning that address to pointer, which means P is pointing to 2000 location in this way. Okay, so diagrammatic representation. Now star P, data at P is 2000, data at 2005, that 5 is assigned to answer. After assignment operation, P gets incremented by 1, means next slot. P is referring to next slot. What is data at next slot now, which means P is now 2002. P is pointing to 2002. What is data at 2002? 10. So answer here. Answer is 5 and star P value is 10, because after assigning 5 to answer, P gets incremented to next slot end. Okay, so here I'm directly pointing down. 2000, data at 2002 is 10. So see the answer. Answer is 5, star P is 10. Now what is this answer? Star plus plus P. Star plus plus P. Again, question. P is pointing to starting address of the array, and the operation is star plus plus P. Okay. So first plus plus P, as I said, operator that is present on the left side of the operand gets executed first. Star plus plus P, that is, it gets incremented to next slot, and star, you're retrieving data at that location. What is data at that location? 10. Okay, so here answer will be, answer is 10 and star P is also 10. See, answer is 10, star P is also 10. Now what will be this answer? Plus plus star P. Okay, here star P, what is star P? Let us get back to example again. P is pointing to base address of the array, and the question I am asking is plus plus star P. Okay, okay, now star P, what is star P? 5 plus plus 6 is assigned to answer. Okay, over, no pointer increment operation. So star is used to retrieve the data, say 5, and you are incrementing that value 5 to 6, and then you are assigning that answer 6 to answer. So here in array, the value gets changed to 6. Okay, and that 6 is assigned to answer. So see here answer, here you will get 6, and answer is also 6. See, answer is 6. Even in array 0th location, the value has been changed from 5 to 6, and P is at the same location. P is at 2000 location only. P I am increment avaledu. Okay, now one more question. Seems like, same, but you can identify these all differences, right? Okay, plus plus star plus plus P, I think this is completed, right? P gets incremented, and yes, answer is 10, star P is 10. Like P gets incremented to this one, and it assigns that value 10. Okay, now plus plus star. Okay, now guess the answer. There are 3 operators working on the single operand. Okay, P is only one operand. Plus plus P, pointer gets incremented. Star, increment increment in the ground value. See, diagrammatically I'll explain this one by placing this code at adjacent. Okay, see here. Plus star P. Pointer increased to one slot. Star data retrieved. What is the data? 10. On that 10 plus 11. 11 is assigned to answer, and the value and the error also changed to 11. See, answer is 11, star P is 11, even an array, first location value 10 to 11. Okay, now guess this answer. Post అన్నిటికంటే లాస్ట్. ఓకే, నౌ starting stage of the array elements. P is pointing to starting address of the array. Now star P, what is star P? 5. Okay, next plus 6. 6 is assigned to answer. After assigning 6 to answer, pointer gets incremented to next slot. Post operation మిగిలిందండి, post operation last. Okay, so star P means 6. 6 is assigned to answer. Okay, see here, answer is 6, but star P value 10. Okay, which means initially star P 6, and then pointer moves to next location 2002. So data at P is 10. Okay, now guess this answer. Star P plus. It is an error, because see here, what is star P? 5 plus 6. On 6 you are performing plus. No, it is not possible. Only you can perform increment and decrement operators on variables or on the memory locations that is pointing to. You can't perform increment and decrement operators on numbers. You can perform increment and decrement operators on a memory slot or a variables. Okay, because increment operation is like, it gets value incremented by 1 and it stores in the same variable. Say if a value is 10, a value 10 gets incremented by 1, that is 11, and that 11 is stored in again a value only. But here the case is different, and star P is itself is 5. You are retrieving data from the star P location, that is this one 5, and it got incremented by 6. Okay, which means this memory element got incremented by 6. Now 6 is a number. You are performing plus operation on the number, which is not possible. Okay, so careful. And now what will be this answer? Plus star P plus. Now star P is 5, data at beginning location 5 plus 6. 6 is assigned to answer. 6 is assigned to answer, and then P gets incremented by 1. Okay, no, this is not the case. This case, bracket, a small bracket error here. Star P 5 gets incremented 6. 6 is assigned to answer. After assigning 6 to answer, P gets incremented by 1, that is 10. This case, initially 6 and then P gets incremented to 1, 10. Okay, similarly you need to perform these operations with respect to decrement operators also. Apply the same questions, apply decrement operator for the same questions. On arrays I taught you about 6 questions, and pointers I taught you about 6 expressions, and you change the expressions accordingly. Okay, here you can increase this level by this way, like P is pointing to base address of the array. Now say P is pointing to some other address, like address of A of 5. Now you will be getting different answers. Like, you need to draw a diagram for solving these things. Okay, P is pointing to address of A of 5, that is 2000 location. Now you will be getting answers related to 50 and 60. Okay, 51, 61, 50, 50, 50, 60, 61, 50, different answers for different combinations. So don't blindly solve the things. Always remember post is last and the operator that is present on the left side of the operand executes first, provided if it is a unary operator or if number of operators are being performed on the single operand. The priority is always on the left. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.